to another episode of the Dope Conversations podcast. I'm your host and your girl, Kim Bella, and we at home again. Y'all remember in season 1 we was at home. We back at home again. This episode is entitled, It's My Birthday. Y'all, who just turned 51? That would be me. Is your birthday coming up? Let's talk about living out loud and celebrating life to the fullest. But first, before we get into that, let me say I hope you are doing well. I hope you are living well. I hope you are safe. I know there have been like tornadoes, storms. Was your phone going off 20 times? Mine too. But thank God I am able to sit here today and have a dope conversation with you. At first I wasn't going to do a podcast because I was like, well, but then I said, well, why not? Why not do a podcast? Why not talk about my birthday? Because I hope that I can be an inspiration to someone who has been going through a lot, or where life has been lifing for someone and they feel like, oh, it's just another day. Oh, I'll figure out, I'll do something. Oh, don't worry about me. It's just another, look here. We are living, we are loving, and we are laughing out loud and making crazy, amazing memories. And I wanted to talk about my birthday, my celebratory moment and day, in hopes of making you feel good and letting you know, like, it's okay to live out loud. I try to instill that in my daughters. I try to instill that in people that I'm around. Like, you only get this chance at life. Like, you just get it one time. You don't get to say, oh my God, I don't like my life. Let me tap out and then come back again. Like, you only get one. And so we got to live it out loud. I know that I have been communicating with several people, women to be exact, or if I'm not communicating with them, I see them on social media, where there's been like this season or this era of life has been lifing and life has been hard for a lot of us. And I included am that girl. It's been hard. It's been raggedy. You know what I'm going to say? It has been raggedy out here. And sometimes we just want to kind of duck away, fall off the surface for a little bit, kind of vanish a little bit, because life gets hard and you don't always have a reason to smile, so we think. You don't always have a reason to laugh, so you think. But as long as you got breath in your body, there's a reason. And that's what you have to put in your mind. I'm going to talk about this now. I'm a therapy girl. I'm a therapy girl, and it's been working, and I've been healing, and I've been on my journey of trying to live differently and to look at life differently. I used to say it all the time with my mouth, but now I want to actually live. And so when my birthday was coming up, I had already said, because I had a raggedy 2024 last quarter, raggedy, and it kind of messed me up emotionally. It was just different. But my husband and I, we got together and we pulled through, and we're still coming, moving through. We're still moving through. But in that season, towards the end, I had said 2025, I'm gone. Like, let me go somewhere and get myself together. And I had started to say, like, I'm no longer going to be a light. I'm no longer going to be an inspiration. I'm no longer going to, I'm tired of being like that, because when you're like that, sometimes you feel like you get the short end of the stick, or you feel like you get hurt, or you feel like people take you for granted, or they, what's that term? They play in your face. And so I just was like, you know what? You hear this chatter over here, this right here happens to you. You do this, you do that. And so I found myself constantly staying in a very sad, dark place and not thinking about my present, what I do have, how I have grown, how I have overcome, what therapy is doing for me. You know what I'm saying? I started to try to exercise the tools that I've been given. And I said, I want to kind of look at life differently. And I said, I don't want to keep thinking about what's not happening, what has happened to me, who hurt me, who pissed me off, who made me mad. I don't want to keep thinking about those things. That's raggedy. I want to think about what I do have, what has happened, how blessed I am, how God has still done this, that, and the third. Like, I want to think higher of myself and higher of the era that I'm in versus always trying to focus on the negative and what I don't have. So if I look at my bank account and I don't have $5,000, but I got 1,000. Round of applause. Round of applause. Okay, I ain't going. That's the trap in me. I'm so sorry. Why did I do that? That was really trap. Okay, anyway. But you know, like, you have to be able to clap and be proud for what you do have. I go downstairs and I look at my refrigerator. Honey, it may not be full to capacity, but I can go in there and pull me out some grapes for my little snack. You know what I'm saying? I may not work out 5 days a week, but I did 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get down on myself. You know, I didn't eat 5 cookies, but I ate 1. Does that make sense? So, you know, I don't go to the job of my dreams. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a job. That's how you got to look at it. I don't have a whole lot of friends, but I do got that 1 or those 2 or 3 that I can call on when I need them. See, you got to start looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. And so my prayer is that this podcast of my transparency and vulnerability will wake something up in you, allow you to realize that my life is not that bad. Like, I am going through things, but I'm pretty dope. I'm surviving. I'm pushing. I wake up every morning. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that can't. They can't get up and go about their day. They need assistance. They need help. They're not in their right mind. I turned 51 April the 6th. 51. And a part of me was like, man, so next year I'm going to be 52 and then 53. Girl, I'm going on up. I'm not going to wake up and I'm going to be 48, 47. I don't get that time back. I don't get it back. I don't get to go back. Hey, God, can you take me back to 46? Because you don't get to do that. You go forward. You push forward. You don't go back in life. You go forward. April 6th, I turned 51. When I was thinking about my birthday, I had literally said to my bestie, I had said to my husband, I said to my girls, I don't think I want to do nothing for my birthday this year because I've been going through a raggedy season and I don't want to fool with people. I know that's raggedy, but I was in a raggedy space. Does that make sense? And so I said, I don't want to celebrate. Maybe dinner, you know, maybe we could do something like that, but I don't want to celebrate. And so my husband, I was in the bed, and my husband came home one Saturday. I think it was a Saturday. Was it a Saturday, Maya? Might have been a Saturday. Might have, I don't remember that. But anyway, it was a Saturday, and he came home that morning. Not that he had been out, spent the night nowhere. He went to the gym, y'all. Lord. Anyway, he came home, and this time I was up, and he was like, hey, babe, you know, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but he pretty much said, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I said, you know, I told you I really don't want to do anything for my birthday this year. It's like, why not? You know, I was telling him, and so, you know, he kind of just looked, and he was just like, okay. But my husband ended up pouring into me and being a constant reminder of who I am and how much I love to celebrate my birthday and how much I love to live my life. For so many years, I lived my life for other people, for somebody else. for the people at the church. Lord, I didn't want the people at the church talking about me or seeing me turn up. Like, I can turn up, but don't post that. Don't record that. You know what I'm saying? As if I'm out here doing something I don't have. All I'm doing is living. But I didn't want people to see me living. Is that not crazy? I don't want my family to see me. I don't want them to see me. Don't post that. No, I need to stay poised and dignified. Is that boring? When you really want to go outside and scream, you really want to turn your trap music on, like you really want to be that girl and live your life. For so long, I did not live. I existed. I did what I thought was right, what looked right, what was appeasing and pleasing to other people. Do you know you can be a people pleaser and don't even be realizing you're a people pleaser? What? Do you realize that? No, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to do it. Well, let me do this so that I can, I'll still look good. And I got to make sure. Now, I'm not saying that you have to live your life so you can post. I'm not saying that, because your business is your business. The way you live your life is the way you live your life, right? Nowhere near am I saying that. But what I'm saying is you don't have to live privately because you don't want to be judged or talked about or seen in a different light. Sometimes I think about big pastors and ministers and people with these dignified and big positions, and sometimes these big celebrities, and they can't mess up. They come outside, they feel like they can't be themselves, or they can't be raggedy. Some days they just want to come outside and I don't want to put my wig on. I don't want to put no lashes on. I just want to be me. And so when they do come out and try to be themselves, because of who they are, they have to cover themselves up. They got to put on these big sunglasses. They can't do this. They can't go. Can you imagine? But if they want to go buy something, if they want to go do something, they're able to do that because they've been afforded this glamorous life with this money and everything. But just to be regular, like Beyonce, I just want a Big Mac. I just want to walk in McDonald's and place. And Michael Jackson, I watched a show on Amazon Prime where he, was a movie like, and reliving his life and everything. And he just wanted to go in the mall, but he couldn't. And so if you aren't of that status and caliber, and you don't live your life and you got free will to live it, you can walk in the store, nobody gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that we've put these people on these pedestals where they feel like they can't be themselves. And it's hard to I just want to go to Captain D's. I want a 2-piece fish. Extra tartar sauce. Like, I just want to do that. I just want to walk in the park. I just want to do these things, and they can't do that. So you have the ability. And while you don't get me wrong, you dope and everything, but you can walk to the park. You can book a trip. You can go eat here. You can go and do it in peace. Nobody's going to follow you and bother you. You ain't got to put on no hood, these glasses, and you don't want nobody to see you. You can just live. You can live. And so my mind often goes to thinking about people of a certain status, that they are, blessed and have the fortune to do things, but they also, they can't really just go to Walmart or just walk in Target. Although we, some of us not going to Target. Okay. Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to be able to just be normal. And sometimes, those celebrities aren't able to do. So I think about that a lot. Or, sometimes you just want to You just want to do regular things, and because of your people's status and everything, they can't. They're judged and they're talked about. And so for me, I say, okay, I grew up in the church really heavy, and we were taught, you can't do this, you can't do this, you're not supposed to do this, you're going to go to hell if you do this, you do this, you can't wear this, you can't go here, you can't do it. And so that was in my mind embedded at 50. I'm 51 now, but that was in my mind in my 40s, late 40s and everything, where I was just like, and how so much I just wanted to live my life. And when you've not been sheltered or, you know, kind of put in this box, I guess, you just long to live unapologetic, do exactly what you want to do. Sometimes we want to make sure everybody else is living and laughing and doing everything they're supposed to do and have what they need. Then we dismiss and disregard what we want to do in ourselves. Oh, I ain't gonna do that because I don't think nobody gonna come, or you know, I don't want to make a big deal because I'm just turning 52. Or I'm just, you know, I done got old, girl. Ain't nobody celebrating and doing that stuff. Girl, yes, they are. You just not. And you have the ability, you have a life that you should live unapologetically and on purpose. I said I turned 51 April the 6th. And I also said that my husband was encouraging me, let's do something dope. He gave me the idea of, Kim, babe, you ought to like do like a fashion show. And I was just like, a fashion show? He was like, yeah, you know, like with all your favorite things. You know, you love the color black. You love dressing in black. You love this. You love maxi dresses. You know you love hats. And you love glasses and eyewear. You know you like he was just throwing these different things out to me. And I was just like, the wheels started going. I was just like, no, cause now I just kept, and I was just thinking, he was like, and he said, you can ask some of your favorite people. And I thought, man. And then I said, to like some trap music, like my favorite music. And he was like, man, that will be dope. And I was just like, yeah. And then I started to think about it. And I thought, first thing, oh my God, what are people gonna think? Oh my God, people gonna think that's just as dope as I do. You know, is this, you know, I'm just throwing all these different things out. And then I went on my morning walk a day or two later. And I started thinking all negative, nothing positive. I didn't feel like, I wasn't thinking that I deserve to live my life the way I want to. I work hard. I get to play hard. I'm a fully grown woman. I get to do exactly what I want to do. Why not? Why do we always focus on the negative versus the positive? That is a big thing that I'm in therapy about, to rid myself of and to learn how to think a different way. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the only person that sits and thinks about, oh my God, I wonder what such and such gonna think. I wonder. And we say it with our mouth, but girl, I don't care about, I don't give a what nobody think about me. I don't care what these say. I don't know. But in your mind, you really be like this. Right? Do that. And so I came back to my husband. I was just like, babe, I think I'm gonna stick to it. I think I'm just gonna do dinner. I'm not gonna really do anything. I'm good. I think that's dope. And he was just like, babe, okay. I think it'll be dope. Well, I ended up talking to, you know, my bestie. I ended up talking to Myla and Carmen. I ended up talking to my sis. I ended up talking to some people, and they were just like, that is a dope idea. I think you need to do it. And I was like, you think so? And so, not that I needed that assurance, but I have a great village around me that gives me love and the support that I need. I don't go out looking for support and validations for people that I don't fool with. Like, you be on social media and you got 5,000 friends, but you really only got 20 friends. You know what I'm saying? So I don't go and look for that validation, but I do have a circle that I, along with my husband, for the idea and everything, that kind of helps me say, we got you. Let's go. You can do this. And I'm like, okay, let's get this trap thing started. So I sat down one day and I wrote down a list of names of people that I love, and that I know that love me. And I know 90% of the people that I wanted to do this with me, I know it was out of the box. And you hear me say 90% of the people, like, they not going to get on no runway. And do what on the runway? What? But I specifically, each person, I reached out to each one of them. And I think we had, what, 30 something models that participated in the show. And it might have been 2, maybe 3 people that said, nah, I'm not going to be able to do it. And that was and that was totally fine, because I wanted you to be in your element. But a lot of them said to me, it's not, I don't do this, but because I love you, or for you, I'm going to do it. That meant the world to me. So everything started coming together. I'm talking about my guy friends too, my brothers and stuff. People that I thought wouldn't dare. They was like, yeah, I do it. I'm like, for real? And I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just like, I started to put everything together and getting everything together. And it started to make me feel really happy. And I started to think, I can do this. I deserve this. And I get to do exactly what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we limit ourselves because we don't feel like that we're deserving. We don't feel like, sometimes we don't feel supported. And we just don't feel like it's like a big deal to be able to do things that you've always wanted to do. And so I thank God that I have a support system like my husband, my daughters, my friends, my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful that I have those people in my life, because on April the 6th, we turned up. And guess what? It was so darn ratchet. Yeah. When I tell you it was a ratchet, funky good time. You know what I mean? And it felt so good not to always be so together, so poised, and oh my God. It felt so good to be like, so girl, Mila said so uptight. And so it just felt so darn good to just be me. And a part of me is like, dang, I done waited till I done got 51 years old to live. I done waited till I turned 50 years old to live. I done waited till I turned 40. But you know what? I made a choice. And I chose me. And I chose what I wanted to do. I don't even care what the big old age is. I did it. I am doing it. I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm not going to look for people who don't serve me, who don't love me, who don't support me. I'm not going to look for their validation in order to make me feel like I'm worthy of living my best life. My best life. There is no limits and boundaries to me. I set them. Nobody else is going to set them for me. I'm not going to try to be like this to please you. If I want to be like this, it's because I want to. But if I want to turn on some trap, I'm going to turn on some trap. And guess what? I still pray to God. I still have him first in my life. I still don't move without him. He still loves me and he still favors me. I know some of y'all don't think he do, but he do. Mm-hmm. What the young people be doing? Clock that T. He still loves me. And I really think that he's so proud of me because I am pulling off these layers in my life and I am living my life the exact way I want to. I don't want to please another person over myself. I don't want to think to try to make other people happy and other people comfortable over myself another day. That is so draining, so sad, so unfulfilling, so raggedy to sit up and minimize my happiness in order to make you happy and comfortable. You know, people are going to judge you whether you sit up there and is sitting up there looking like this and reading the Bible backwards and forwards, upside down. They're going to judge you if you're doing that. They're going to judge you if you out here on the corner. They're going to judge you. So why not live your life to the best of your ability and do exactly what you want to do? Some of my friends that was in the show, you couldn't pay them 15 cents, let alone $1,500 to hit that runway. But some of my closest friends, they hit it. My Helena Clark, my Lakeisha Shawan Jackson, my Lanidria Marshall, my Nicole Grisham, like my people who would never, my April, my sissy, like these people would never, don't ask. No, I don't do it. They got out there. They put them close. My sister Tanya would never. She got out there. And my prayer is that it did something even for them, like, look here. Yeah, it's Kim's birthday and I did it for Kim. My Pammy, Mila's dropping the names. You know my mind be bad sometimes. My Pammy, these are people that don't just go out here and be modeling and doing different things like that. Kimmy P, Kimmy A. You know what I'm saying? The people are out here, I can go down the whole list. Amber, like so many people, that's not what they do, but they did it. And they were dope. They were ratchet. And we turned up. Even my brothers, Crump. Have you ever seen Crump on the runway doing anything? He was out there. If you wasn't there, you missed it. But the footage is out here circulating. I'm sure you done seen. Like so many different people that have their own lives. My brother Dread, I don't talk to him every day or all the time. But whenever I call, he is right there. You know, it's just, I can just keep going. And sometimes you just can't take those things like that for granted. Ashley Rose, she probably on a runway or doing something every weekend, every other day. She pulled up for me. I can go on and on. My sister, Adrian, like people that don't do this. Oh, like people that don't do this. They pulled up and they showed out. Erica with an A. They were out there, y'all. And if I don't call your name, please don't take that personal. You know, and my dope chicks, Vicky call them the money girls. You know what I'm saying? Q and Mo, you know, they came out there. I always get in trouble naming names. My cousin Losaya, Charisma, like these people that aren't your everyday people that you're going to see posting about what they got on, how they rocking it, they did it. Who? Naisha. You know what I'm saying? Like so many different people showed up and pulled up and was like, let's go. Chrissy. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl, Carmen. You know, Miley Shay came out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? Cargie. My baby was on the runway. You just cannot ask for a better village And even to the people who that's not their thing. Like my girl, best girl ain't finna get on the runway. She did what? But you know, I try to put people where they're strong at. She made sure the behind the scenes was behind the scening. She made sure it was rolling. You know, it was just so many different things and people, the love that they came together for me. And they did something completely out of their, you know, out of the box and out of their element. They did it. And they didn't have to do that. Joe, like I can keep going like with the names and Kent. I could just keep going like my cousin Daryl. Rock. Do y'all know Rock? Honey, you cannot ask for a better village that came together for me for my birthday and turned up, and they were fly on purpose. But the thing about it, they were just so ratchet and it was so trapped in there. And it was so much fun. There is no words to be able to say how fun that was. And I felt so pretty. I felt so good. And I even told my husband when I tried on my clothes to make sure my outfit was outfitting, I called my husband. I said, babe, I think I'm finna be popping. Never have I said that. I'm always a person. So you think I'm gonna look right? Mila, please, am I this? I knew it. When we were in the back room getting ready. Oh, my bro Earl. I love him. Like, they was on the runway. Emery, like, they were like, I feel like I'm missing names if I keep calling names. If I don't call you, it's not because I don't love you. I just can't remember everybody like straight off the dome. But I'm gonna tell you a funny story. When we were in the back room getting ready, my nerves was just I was kind of nervous and I knew that we were gonna lose some people because of the weather. And like me, sometimes I don't come out in the rain. So I knew that, you know, but you know, I had some people to tell me, yeah, people are out there. Yeah. And then I had one of my sis, she came up to me, she was like, it's not a whole lot of people out there, but it's okay, you know, it's not a whole lot of people out there. And I thought, what? Because guess what? I'm thinking, when I do BWB, they showing up. But I'm like, oh my God. But it was a girl in the room that said, more than one girl in the room, matter of fact, they said to me, we're here. We turned up at rehearsal. So we finna set it off. We don't care if ain't nobody out there. We don't need them people. But they said some other words. You know what I mean? We turning up. We don't give up. And quit worrying about that. So the healing part of me, I don't always talk from a healed place. Sometimes I fall off. But I have a village and I have people around me to pick me up and be like, we got you. We don't care if it ain't number 2 people out there. But when I came out there, the beautiful white was whiting and people were out there and we had a ball. DJ C Dub was dubbing. Do you see what I'm saying? Trap. He didn't miss. My girl Floey decorated that thing. I'm very simple. I like to have people around that have the vision. I can just say, I just want to do a trap. I just want flowers. And I just need people that can just take off. And she was that girl for me. She got it. She did way more than what I wanted, but it was so amazing. And I let her do her thing. I drilled with couture cakes. She made my cake. It was so ratchet and trap. It was busting. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this big old age, I had a trap fashion show birthday party. Me. I did it. I did it at 51. Not at 22 when trapping be really trapping. Honey, I trapped at 51. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't want like a brunch style kind of food. I wanted trap. I wanted smashed hamburgers and french fries. And ATB pulled up and the burgers was burgering. Do you see what I'm saying? I had an amazing experience. And to see the people out in the crowd on their feet, turning up, excited and happy, it was like an amazing feeling, pure happiness. And one thing that I heard from almost all the models, they said it was the vibe and the love in the room. I heard that from a lot of the models. I heard that from a lot of the guests. They just sent me messages and called me and was like, the vibe was crazy. The love in the room. We were in the back room. They were in a little room. Probably was 30 people in that room. 20. Okay, 20. Because of the male models.
25.
Might have said 25 models in there. And they were in that room getting dressed. And they were loving on each other, pushing each other, telling them they was looking like $1,000,000. You know what I'm saying? They were loving on each other. And you can't ask for a better vibe or feeling. And I prayed and I asked God, I want the right people in the building. I want the right people a part of the vision. Just do it. Just do it. And who's going to be there is going to be there. Who's not going to be there, they're not going to be there. And he showed me. He was like, look, we got these people. Things happen. People work. The rain, the storms, people were affected with flooding. And sometimes you just been going through all that. And sometimes you just be like, girl, I can't. And then she want me to wear our white. Some people's white got delayed. They didn't get to wear white. And so some people was like, I don't have no white. And maybe some people didn't come because of the attire and it's all rainy outside. But I wish they would have told me, because I would have said, girl, put on purple. Come on. Come on. Let's trap it out. But it was a beautiful, fun experience with nothing but pure love. Love, love, love. And I told my friends, I just want y'all to turn up and put it on the floor, not floor. I said flow. And turn up. And when I tell you the items and the clothes and the swag that came out of that room, clock it. I couldn't, my mind couldn't hardly take it. I was like, this is so ratchet and trap. It was like incredible to me. And my heart is so full. And a part of me is like, oh my God, all these videos and everybody's timeline, everybody's showing the fashion. I don't want to get on nobody's nerves, but there I go. There I go worrying about. But what about my nerves? My nerves feel good. You know what I'm saying? You get to like unfollow, keep scrolling. You get to do all of that. Why am I worrying about your nerves? Why does happiness, and that's one thing that we have to realize, why does my happiness aggravate you? Not my happiness, but I'm saying a person. Why does another person's happiness, another person's celebratory moment, another person's accomplishment, why does that bother your shanana? Why you get mad? Why is it like that? Why your face frown up? Girl, what's she doing? Girl, she just. What is wrong? That is something that is going on with you personally. You don't even have to. You can look at a movie. You can look at an award show. And you can be sitting in your living room. Them people don't know you. And you will clap for them people and you don't even know them. You'll clap because you like their song that they've written. And the song lasts about 3 minutes and 22 seconds. and you'll celebrate them and clap for them. But you will see your person around here that you know and be feeling raggedy, and your sha-na-na be all feeling something, and you just can't celebrate and be happy for people. Why? I ask God and my therapist, I don't want my mind to be wired like that, to be a hater, a silent hater. If I'm in a place where I'm unhappy or where it's dark for me or I'm not in the best place, God help me to just set that as a goal. Like, I want to be like that. Or, God, I am so happy they happy. I can't wait for my time or my season. Don't let my sha-na-na be all na-na-na. I want to root for you. I want to be happy for you. At this big old age. It just does something to me. You know? Ooh, girl, if I see another trap thing come down my timeline. Well, why is it on your timeline? You still following me? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Keep scrolling. Or, oh God, here she go posting that she got a promotion on her job. Okay, she got a new car. Okay, she cut her hair. Okay, she going viral. Okay, she hater. That's something that's going on up here and up and in here for you. And these two things are connected. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't had my raggedy days. I told you I'm triggered and I fall off. I told you that. But I'm in a season, I'm in a place in my life where I want to be in a place where I can celebrate people and be happy for people who are genuinely happy, who are genuinely proud of themselves, who are genuinely celebrating themselves. I want to be happy for people. And if I don't have nothing nice to say, come on, don't say nothing at all. We ain't got to say nothing. Keep your mouth closed. So I want to encourage you to live your life and to live it on purpose and to do exactly what it is that you want to do. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about, oh my God, if somebody, don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about how they react. Don't worry about that. Do you. Because guess what they're going to do? They're going to do them. And they ain't going to worry about you. You'll be clocked the T. I promise you that. They're going to do you. And so many times we worry about so many other people's feelings. We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. We don't want to look like we doing the most. We don't want to look like, look, if you got somebody in your circle and in your life that's crippling you emotionally, crippling you financially, we got to figure out this. We got to figure this out. We're going to unlearn this raggedy. And we got to live our life. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't celebrate with you. Everybody can't be dope with you. It's unfortunate. But them people that can, those people that will, you better ride until the wheels fall off. Live your life unapologetically. I am on that journey. I ain't all the way there. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do still. But the first thing that was on the bucket list, that trap show. I trapped. And I was saying all the words too. Clock it. I was trapping, honey. Ooh, I had so much fun. I had me a ball. And I know that feeling of feeling free and just unbothered. It felt so good. I really and truly was concerned and cared about my happiness and feeling so good. And to have people around me that cared about my happiness and wanted to see me happy, they wanted to see that. Top tier. I pray for a time and a season like this. I pray for peace and freedom and to feel free and unbothered and do what you want. One of my guy friends called, Ricky to be exact. And, you know, we were voice texting, reminiscing about the night before, like the party, like what? He said, who in the world has a trap fashion show? And I was like, I don't know. It was me. I did exactly what I wanted to do. If you want to take that trip, take the trip. Go get your passport. You got to get that star on your license really soon. So might as well go and get the star. And while you there, get your passport. Last year, I went to Jamaica and I went to Tulum. I am knocking these things off on my bucket list. And you ain't got to post everything and show everybody everything what you're doing. Get out of that. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you can. If you are out here working hard, got your money together, got your life together, why come you can't celebrate yourself? Why? Why? Where does that come from? And I'm talking to myself too. Where does that come from where I have to dummy myself down to make you feel comfortable? Well, I want to go eat, but girl, I ain't going down to that expensive steakhouse. I can't think of a steakhouse right at the time. That costs too much. If that's what you want to do, do it. If you can afford it, go do it. Now, I ain't going to get that kind of steak, but I'm going to go up here down here in Hendersonville to the Chop House. They got good steaks. But you really want to go down here to Harper's. Or you really want to go down here to the Supper Club or wherever they got the dope steaks at and all this stuff. But you want to dummy yourself down because, girl, I want nobody to think I'm doing too much. Girl, do you. And do it big. Do it big. I'm still trapping. I'm sorry. I gotta stop it. But I love trap. But do it. Do it. I'm not saying do it every weekend, but if you want to do it every weekend, do it. But when it's your time, your season, your birthday, your anniversary, your whatever, do it. My husband already talking about his 50th, and he got another year and a half. Babe, we finna get down. I said, let's go. I remember bringing in his 40th with him, and we had a ball with our people. He already planning it. Let's go. Look, we don't know what tomorrow holds. All we have is now. And I prayed and I asked God, God, help me to stay present. Help me to remember the moment. I can't fix what was broken. I can't go back. I can't keep living back there. I can only work on now and what's to come. That's it. And I get to set these super dope, amazing goals, super dope, amazing boundaries to be the best version of myself. I get to do that for me, for a change. I get to do exactly what I want to do because I'm living my life on purpose, real big, real dope, and doing exactly what I want to do. And guess what? I ain't even got a whole bunch. I ain't got a lot. See, you ain't got to have a whole lot. A lot of times you feel like I got to have this or it has to look like this. Baby, just live. Just live and do it. Just do it. Do it to the best of your ability. Don't do it because she did it. And that's how she did. Do it for you. Do what you can do. And do it. And if you can't do it right now, set that goal. You heard me say my husband is planning his 50th. Let's plan. Set a goal for yourself. I want to be this time next year. This is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to be. This is how much money I'm going to have. This is what my plan is. Set it and execute it. Quit talking that talk putting all that stuff on Facebook and you ain't doing nothing. No, guess what I tell my daughter? I tell her all the time. Here's the thing. People are going to scroll on social media. Your post may capture them because you may have on something dope. The post may be dope. The quote may be, all of that may be dope. But guess what they're going to do? Ooh, I love that. That's this. Guess what they're going to do after that? Keep scrolling. They're going to go to the next person and laugh at that, talk about that, crack up at that, or say that's dope too. That's what we do. We just keep scrolling. Ooh, that's dope. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, ooh. That's what they do. That's what we do. Not they, we do. We just keep scrolling. People do care and people do love you. Don't get me wrong. But if you're hearing me, they do care. They do love you. But then they don't care. They're going on to the next thing. So you have to make you count. You have to love you. You have to set those boundaries. You have to set those goals for you. Because if you don't do it for you, you can't be working. They ain't not going to do it. You have to do it. That's what I had to tell myself. I got to celebrate life for me. I can't live my life for other people, to please other people. Because those people are going to have that opinion of me for that moment. They're going to go on to the next person and have an opinion about that person. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I don't want to have time to do that to other people. I want to live. I want to make memories. I want to go back and say, on my 50th, I did this. On my 51st, I did this. That's what I did. On my 48th, I did this. I don't want to remember where I was when I was 28. It was dark. It was sad. I didn't have nothing. I was this. In my 30s, I was a people pleaser. In my early 40s, I was this. I was this. I was this. I was this. I never come out of that if I keep looking in the rear view mirror. I need to look ahead. I need to be present. I need to set goals and boundaries. And sometimes we don't want to admit it, but sometimes we need to take care of our mental. I'm not calling you crazy, but I'm just saying you need to get your mental together. If you get that mental together, that heart will get better. You'll get that relationship with God. Ask God to help that mind and that heart. Take the raggedy out. We're human. We're going to have those moments, those days, those times. So we raggedy. Charge it to Adam and Eve, the raggedy. We can't go around it. I asked Vicky the other day, like, what in the world was Adam and Eve? Why did they do what they did? That's why we're aging and old. They just had to do what they wanted to do. But you know what? I'm going to stay out their business. And I'm just going to do the best. I'm going to do the best I can for the rest of the time that I have on this earth. I'm going to make the best of it for the rest of it. If you don't hear nothing else, make the best of it for the rest of it. You don't know. I don't care. Young people watching this, you think you got a long time and a lot of life to live. You don't really know that. Our middle-aged people, you think you got it. We're going to live to 100. I'm going to live to 70 or 80. You don't know that. And then the 70 or 80 people, we don't know. You don't know when our time is. We don't know. So we got to live. And so I'm taking the time to get on here to be that gentle reminder to you. Live. Live out loud. Do exactly what you want to do and don't worry about none of it. Don't worry about the raggedy. Don't worry about those people. Don't worry about what they say. Please. Girl, if fun for you is going to get some ice cream and reading a book, and and somebody else may want to take a trip to Guatemala, let them go to Guatemala and go down there and get your ice cream, honey, and sit down with your snuggle and read your book. Let them go to Guatemala. That's them. Let them live their life. You live yours. I used to tell my daughter sometimes, we just going down here to get a hamburger. Why do you have on sequins? I don't. What is all of that you got on? Guess what she tell me? Honey, let me live. Let me do me. Honey, I want to wear this to Publix. Okay, I think it's too much, but look, do you? Is that your peace? Is that your happiness? Does that make you feel good? Do it. Do it. And do it loud, baby. Do it loud and do it big. Thank you for this podcast. One thing I forgot to do. I meant to say, and the crowd goes crazy. So instead of we didn't do it at the beginning, we're going to do it at the end. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you send me a message at the bottom of this video or on it, if you're listening, post a comment, send me a message and let me know that a light came on. This really blessed you. This encouraged you to do something amazing. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to tell me, but just make a note to yourself to live out loud and do exactly what you want to do. You don't know what what the next diagnosis is going to be. You don't know what, you don't know. You don't know. So live out loud and be intentional. I'm telling you, you're going to be so proud of yourself. Because guess what? I'm proud of myself. I had me a ball. Ratchet as ratchet can be. I mean ratchet. I'm from out east. Yeah, off of Lisha. I used to live on Lisha, then we moved to Penna. Ratchet, hood. But guess what? Who used to be like this all the time? I still got it in me because I like to be dainty and pretty and stuff. I do. But honey, I like to be ratchet. I like that. You do too. So live your life. Live your life and quit worrying about, honey, quit it. I promise you, the authenticity is a game changer. Clock that T. I love you big. The crowd goes crazy. Wow! I did it. I'm learning not to be so loud on these microphones because you know I got me a big old loud laugh. But I'm learning. They tell me, calm it down. So I've been trying to calm it down. So we did the crowd goes crazy. We told you to like, comment, and subscribe. We told you to live out loud, to set healthy boundaries and goals. Make sure your village is strong and tough and supportive. And if you don't have a village and you just got that one girl, y'all better rock till the wheels fall off, honey. And guess what? If you don't have that one girl and you got yourself, I love me big. Get into that mindset. Get into that. Exercise that. Exercise it. All this stuff about I don't need nobody. Yes, you do. That's why God put people here. Because don't be alone. You don't. But if this is a season where you are alone, work on yourself to be better. Work on yourself. Surround yourself. You're going to be by yourself as long as you're sitting in the house, honey. Nobody will know you're in there. Because you're in the house by yourself. Get out. Book your hair appointment. You want to cut your hair off like me? You want to be bald head? Call her, Tasha Paul. Look, she loves a bald headed style. Do something different. Get your groove back. My therapist told me, the last therapy session, you got to take your power back. Oh, that's a whole nother segment. We're going to come back and talk about getting your power back. Take your power back. Some of y'all used to be the dopest. And you don't let because your bank account ain't like his. You don't let because life is life and for you. And you done fell all the way off. And in some kind of way, you feel like you're not worthy. You're not deserving. You're not beautiful. You're not capable. Okay. We've had our moment. We've had our downtime. Now it's time to get up. Get the plan out. Get that relationship with God. Tell God, I need you. Where you at? I'm ready to pull up. We're ready to clock some teeth. We ready to get ourselves together. I've been down long enough. I'm going to get up even in the raggedy. I'm going to bust a move even in the raggedy. I ain't got nothing but $20, but I got $20. Have you thought like that? You ain't thought like that. You saying, I just got $20. Honey, I got $20. There you go. I don't have nothing but lunch for the week. I got lunch for the week. Not nothing but lunch. I got money for lunch for the week. I ain't got nothing but money to fill up my gas tank. The gas tank is full. See, you gotta be able to think yourself happy. And I'm talking to myself. You got to be able to think yourself happy. Think not what I don't have, but what I do have. Not what I don't have, but what I do have. Not how raggedy my life is, but I have a life. Not because I've made bad choices. I still am here. I got a chance to get it right and to make it right. We got to be able to rethink things and be like, I've been raggedy. I done some raggedy things, but I'm a dope chick. I'm freaking dope. I can do whatever it is that I want to do. Whatever it is I want to do. And I'm going to be unapologetic about it. Tell somebody, give yourself 90 days. Give yourself 30 days. Give yourself a year. Give yourself 2 years. Give it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to be the dopest. I love you big. I pray this podcast blessed you. I pray that this segment helps you to reset and get yourself together. Because you deserve the best version of you, okay? You deserve it. Celebrate, live life, memories, do it. Get that star on your license, because I forgot. I got to go get mine too, okay? We got to have it done, y'all. Now let's go do it, okay? I love you big. Mwah. Bye.